Hey there, this is Kristen from Epic Childhood, and today I'm doing a review of Hoagie. And this is a game, and I love that it's called Hoagie because a lot of times you see like Subway calls it a sub, and I know like certain parts of the United States it's like a grinder or a torpedo or all those other crazy names, but I'm actually from central Pennsylvania. And up there, they call them a hoagie. We live in Florida right now, and it's pretty much just sub here. They don't really call them hoagies, but now that Wawa is here in Florida, they call theirs a hoagie. So hoagie is a more known name now here in Florida. So anyway, this game comes out of Utah, and it's a pretty cool game. Here, let me get some of the cards out here. So the idea of this game is that you have to build a clean sandwich, and that consists of 2 pieces of bread, meat, cheese, and lettuce. And your opponents can throw out what they call oogies, which let me see if I can get, here's some of the oogies right here. And what happens is they make your ingredients moldy. So like for example, let me find a cheese here because I think that's a cheese card there. Oh boy, I definitely need to mix up this deck really well because I'm getting like a whole bunch of bread and a whole bunch of the oogies on bread. Okay, so here's a piece of clean cheese. All right, so let's say you have your cheese, and you know, then your opponent, maybe you have a couple of other ingredients here too. Your opponent might have one of these oogie cheese cards. So they can toss that out, and then all of a sudden you have a moldy section of your sandwich, and then you know that goes away, so you have to try again to get, you know, a good piece. So the first player that has a proper sandwich that doesn't have moldy ingredients is actually the winner. And you start off by dealing out 5 cards to all the opponents. I think this does like 4 players. Hold on a second here, let me see if I can see. Let's just get out the ingredients. Oh, another really cool thing I like about this is they actually make several videos on their website, and there's a QR. You can go in there and they show you a video, so I'm here to learn to play. So, you know, there are games out there that it's often very hard to figure out how to properly play them. Sometimes the instructions are a little bit confusing. But I really love how this game is so well made. This is like a family that created this game, and I think it's very, very nicely done. And they actually have, I believe, quite a few other games too. So let me see on here, see if it says about how many players can play it. I'm trying to read this fast and look here. Hold on. Game setup. Well, I'm sure that I'm just completely overlooking it. But anyway, I believe this is a 2 to 4 player game. Well, you know, maybe that would be a great suggestion when they do a new production, you know, because I know sometimes from time to time that companies will redo their packaging, and it would be super fantastic maybe up here to say 2 to 4 players or whatever, or maybe up to 6 players, I don't know, I can't remember. But I love how the box is done. It's super cute, and the cards are very nice. They're not cheap cards at all. Very cute illustrations, and I love that they call these little guys oogies. Okay, so anyway, this is a perfect game for any family. This would be great for a family game night, and what would be really cool is to do like a night where you guys, your family's eating hoagies or subs or whatever you want to call them, and play this game after dinner or before dinner, either way, or if you're really up for it during dinner. That could be a challenge and interesting. But anyway, this is really cool. Very well done instructions. I'm just not outright seeing like, you know, ages and how many people can play. I will have to look this over just a little bit more. But you know, very easy to play. It's very much not complex. Okay, so I think they're pretty much just showing 4 players here, and I did see that in the video too, so it must be up to just 4 players. Let me see here. But anyway, if anybody has any questions, certainly, I can answer most questions for you about the game, except for I'm not really sure what the age is it on, but I know that there's no reading or anything, so I cannot see why, you know, like even a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old couldn't play. Alright, well thanks for watching my little review of Hoagie.